on Bitcoin. And we completed the bullish divergence here in the 30-minute time frame. So likely, unless we can break past here, we'll cap any upside around 31,000. It looks like about the 31,000 area. We still haven't broke down yet, but we're doing the sideways consolidation. The volume has been absolutely pathetic, though. The volume is what scares me. When you get that low of volume, even on these push-ups, yeah, it's a bull flag, but how high can it really go? So let's just say we got max potential out of the bull flag for Bitcoin. You're looking somewhere at about 31,000. That makes sense. 31,843. That would finish off a little bit of a cup and handle here and let us at least, we went all the way down here, come back up, retest this drop point, and then spin back down most likely. If we were even to be able to get up there. Now, if we broke out in a bull flag like that and did anything more, we might be able to do that and ride this up and maybe come up a little higher. But that's to be determined because the overall area would be up here. That would be down here. You get that little V, come up here. Get all the buyers that stacked on the way down, and then they sell out with the ones who miss selling out, and that could be their overall sell point. That is a possibility, and that's likely, if XRP were to come up to 52 cents, that's where you would see Bitcoin, somewhere around that 35,552. So, the problem is the much bigger pattern here. It's just, it looks like shit. Around the I'm topping reversal, you can see that. Let me bring on my price volume trend. So, I mean, we can see what's going on. In the daily, we've got 16,787 in Bitcoin, 16.5. You come up here, you've only got 14. So, I mean, you can see clearly there's more people willing to entertain the thought of selling down here. The average is 14,951 Bitcoin, but it's 16,544 being sold. So, there's 1,500 or 2,500 more than average being sold down here. You come up here, try to find buyers, there's 14,312 buyers, but there's over 16,550 sellers. So, or 500 sellers. So that tells me that once we bottom out here, do this fake J-hook, this is clearly a bearish continuation pattern in the daily. But what I always say, what can often happen here, and it does happen a lot, you come down, you do this continuation, bounce up, and then come down. It's just a way for them to trap the people in. A lot of times, but that is a bearish continuation. Now, what I will tell you is sometimes a W forms and then it can kind of bounce a little bit off of it, but you need volume for that thesis to actually work. The problem is we have no freaking volume. None. Zero. It's almost as if the volume got up and went away. Walked out of the room, levitated out, nobody even seen it. Or the volume's in like a different dimension and we just can't physically see its form because there's no volume. And if you guys would share this on social media, share this far and wide, get as many people in here as we can. I love seeing 37 people. Our average has been about, the last few weeks, like our last stream yesterday was 48 average, which was nice. But yeah, it's been nice. It's been nice. You guys have been showing a lot of support. Added 900 to your XRP bag yesterday, Wig. That's awesome. Oh, yes, the big boogie fairy, Vladimir Zelensky. You got that right, Token Jesus. Just bought a grip, readily available. Gummy 92, anyone in excess. I am not. So, okay. So now let's go into XRP. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's an honor and a privilege to come at you every day, daily, 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I like that we can get together here when the daily close happens. And this is starting, I like this time slot with you guys. So, we had a bearish engulfing candle here on the 4-hourly before this. But we didn't get enough sell pressure here, and it pulled up. It's not because of volume, though. I'm telling you, this is going to end up being a continuation pattern. But a lot of times, you have these fake out bounces up, and like for XRP, it's showing us. Like, even if we have a fake out bounce up, as long as we can break this 44... one area like I've been talking about, it's not just here. We'll probably have a shootout over here, and we'll probably end up here at 52.7. I know it's a continuation pattern, but, I mean, is it really going to deviate from the plan too much if it goes like this and then bounces down? I mean, it would create a nice, beautiful M there, and I'm always cautiously looking at how do we get down to the next level instead of just double bottoming. It would make a lot more sense to pick up some more buyers up here to break through this support level that we created on this ascending triangle now at 33 cents and up. And then that could help propel us down to the next level. I don't see any way we're just going to break through this ascending triangle if we just... Here's the thing. If you just do this, and now we just pull down, I think it would hold it and then have to retest it and then come down. So let's just get this BS over with. Come up here and then come down. Create this M. Get it over with. Have a nice day. And then we can understand the pattern fill out. And then if it breaks finally, then we break this ascending triangle. Right now the problem is like I always talk about, we've already completed a confirmed pattern. So until we break out of this now, we have some problems. Support 1. March 2020. Taz! Popping the bits cherry tonight. I appreciate it. 135 bits. What a guy. What a guy. Much love. So, we have the March 20th hit right here. Support 1. We didn't quite hit here, but we still held the uptrend. We could have used this as support 2. I decided not to. Resistance 1. Because, I mean, why should I with all the evidence in front of me? Resistance 2, well, Resistance 1 happened November 2021. Resistance 2 happened March 2022. And Resistance 2 actually hit right here, as you can see, on May, whatever the hell this was over here, May 14th or whatever. So now, if this were to bust through, it would break this confirmed pattern. Right now we have a confirmed pattern that's gone back all the way to 2020. My point is if we bust this at any time, we come all the way down to here to 11 cents. We first would have to stop off here at 17 cents. And yes, we have to stop off at 24 and 28 cents. And the double bottom at 33 we have to break through. But that would be taken care of if we broke this multi-year uptrend. And then one could say we would be in a multi-year bear market, which we're already been in like a 6-month bear market. Nobody will acknowledge it, though. Remember last year when I sold out XRP, it was still at $1.66. But some of it sold at $1.98. Now, if we went all the way to $1.98 last year, and I was up 460-something% from 47-cent average, how in the hell can we still be in a bull market if we're down like 70-something? You know what? We're going to do it right now. We're going to do it right now. XRP got up to $1.98 last year. And I'm not going to go back in the map. I know what it got up to. Or on the chart. So right now, XRP's at what? What? We're down 79 fucking percent. Here, let's give us some credit. We'll say XRP's at 4. Even at 44 cents, or even if we got to 52 cents, my God, we're at 52 cents, let's say. We're down 73.73%. Stop it. We've been in a bear market since we're down 20%. Bear markets start 20%. To be honest with you, XRP's been in a bear market. What, since around where I sold? Since $1.59. I was out before the bear market. And now look how much more XRP I can buy. That's the point. You don't need to have a whole bunch more in your portfolio. What you need to do is have the patience. You need to have the, I don't know, man. It's the patience. It's really the patience and the ability not to keep buying in. And you guys have over and over and over said, I can't believe you're not buying XRP. It's because I know the ultimate goal, and if I buy it, I have a hard time selling it. So I'm trying to wait for it to get down. And yeah, it's took a lot of grit and determination to not buy it, because I fucking love XRP. And right now I can buy 10,000 of them for $40-something $100. When I sold out, 10,000 of them was over $16,000. Now 10,000 XRP costs $4,176. I may not have added any money, but I can buy XRP 400% cheaper right now than I could have before. Before, every $1,000 I spent, I could get about, what, 160 XRP. It was ridiculous. Now for every $1,000, no, it wasn't that. It was. I don't think it was that bad. But for every $10,000 I spent, I can only get, what was it, 16,666 XRP when it was way up there. But now for $10,000 you can get 4,000, or it's 4,100 and something dollars. But for 1,000 XRP right now, even you can buy 1,000 XRP, and these are such desirable numbers. It really is. Because even if you get way more than, Even at 50 cents, you get 1,000 XRP. 2,000 because it's 2 to 1. Right now, it's more than 2 to 1. It's crazy. They're paying you to take XRP right now. But it's not cheap enough. We're going to end up going up and then coming down. The daily time frame, it's suggesting exactly what I'm saying about pushing up to this 4417. But it's also, there's no guarantee we don't break up to this area in here and then push up and hold this support, build a little structure, and then come up. Because technically the 20 days up here in the daily, but what is should be scaring everybody is the weekly with XRP. It really should. This bearish cross here, we've already crossed the 50, and I don't know how many more times I can say it, but the short-term patterns oftentimes leave investors with their pants down, and then it allows XRP to dangle its balls across your face and really get in there nice and deep and leave it nice and slippery on you. And trust me, it doesn't feel good. You got to bring a fucking Kleenex because XRP is a dirty little bitch. It plays with your emotions, and the weekly, it's telling us all we need to know. Once this 20 crosses the 100, that's when it's really over, because then you have this impulse drop when the 20 crosses through the 200, and that makes the moving average and price action fall. But then we have nowhere to fall, ladies and gentlemen. Once this price action falls on XRP, we break a multi-year uptrend. We already broke a rather substantial uptrend when we broke out of the symmetrical triangle. But that wasn't as far back as, it was. But the symmetrical triangle was at 52 cents. And that was one that had gone back a number of years as well. So this is the kick in the nuts here. A lot of times they say, oh, you get 1 point of contact, right? 1, 2, and then the third you bust out, right? Well, the problem is here is you got 1 up, 1 down. Didn't hit. 2 up, 2 down. Now, if it goes up here and gets rejected there, that could be your third hit down, and it'll never get back up to make the third hit up top. Like, we're in a big problem here. This is a failed pattern on XRP over a number of years, since 2018. So, cup and handle would have been successful around this area. Also, cup and handle could have formed like this and then pulled us over this descending resistance here, and then you pop off and use that as support. Unfortunately, what XRP did after 4 years, came up here, made me a lot of money, and then went bam down at its support at 52. As fast as it went up there, it went to 52, and it never could recover. Right? And now it's going to start doing these. It's going to end up, it's really not looking good. And I know a lot of people on YouTube, I know a lot of Struzblues on, the people on Twitch are even funnier than YouTube. Literally on Twitch, YouTube I thought was bad. I thought YouTube was bad. At least they're trying to give you technical analysis. On Twitch, you got a bunch of douchebags on here, for the most part, that come on here. They have all indicators on the screen. They never do any TA. And they got a bunch of numbers flashing at you here on Twitch. I don't get it. You know, because I'm on this platform now. I got to get more accustomed to it. It's one thing to be on YouTube and have 10,400 plus subscribers and have to learn that. But once I started coming over here, I started watching the TA on here. And holy shit balls, is it terrible. Are you kidding me? Like, these guys got stuff on the screen. It looks like you're in a fucking casino. Like, no wonder people are watching, but you're not getting no information. It's great you have a bunch of spreads on your fucking screen, but I want to know the pattern. I can work out the trading myself. And that's why I like to do what I do. I give the bare bones TA, and then I'll add the indicators on a little bit here and there for you guys. I don't like them. I think we can understand the pattern just fine if we just created it the old style. Whoa, Summer8365, thanks for the 300 bits. You are awesome. Lexi likes food. Yeah, well, at least you're laughing about it, right, Lexi? But it's the truth. It's the truth. I'm not going to go on and be like, oh, look at this person, but it's mind-boggling. I'm like, how do we learn anything? It's great. Should I come on here and just have like a little casino playing in the background? Have all my... I could do it. I could have all these indicators on here and just have it flashing around you, but you're not going to learn anything. So XLM, the descending triangle. The weekly, we've come through the 20 and the 50. Now, you see what's happening here, guys? This is awesome. Especially if you love XLM like me and you want these cheap-ass prices. So the 20-day right here has already made a convergent. It's already made the divergence here, the bearish divergence. It's converged on these lines, broke through. Now the 50 is converging on the 100, which is awesome, because now if this breaks through, both short-term moving averages are moving much faster than longer-term moving averages, which means the 200 is coming up next. So in the weekly, we could very easily have a push down and come down. in a quick time frame. Tom got blocked in chat on Twitch. I haven't blocked. That's impossible. I don't have any. I haven't blocked anybody on Twitch. I don't know how you would have got blocked unless. Who the hell's my mod on Twitch? Do I have a mod on here? I don't know. I definitely know I didn't block anybody. Let's see. What did that say? Under what conditions could you expect a parabolic move? The only way we would get a parabolic move right now is if the Fed came out and said we're not doing quantitative tightening in June. And they say that they're going to do 25 basis points. Or they're not even going to raise rates. Right now the market's being hamstrung by rates. Wig. If it says that, turn it off and restart it. I assure you I didn't block you. It would work against me to block you. If I'm not letting you type in there, then you're not working for my analytics. But fuck. Hold on. 20 minutes. Okay, Julie. Sounds good to me. I forgot what I was gonna say because I was trying to figure out how to answer his question. XLM's rock bottom. XLM's rock bottom is way down there. It might not be rock bottom, but the technical target out of all of this, if we break down, is down there at 0.27. I've had it marked down here. We break the falling channel scenario, and we break like a rock because the bull flag is not playing out like a true bull flag. This should have broke up, and XLM should be at all-time highs. We technically at first tried to put in a successful cut, but you see how we got rejected here again? Just like XRP. But now eventually we break this. It could be right here where we end up breaking it too. We make the small cap bounce and come all the way down. But I've had these targets out since XLM was at... It doesn't look as crazy now. But I've had these targets out since XLM was at like 60 something. So people were calling me fucking nuts. I said XRP was going down to 12 cents. When XRP was at $1.66. People wanted to lynch me. I was like, holy hell. I'm sorry I'm telling you the truth and I'm giving you the opportunity to sell out. But wouldn't you want to have the opportunity to sell out and buy it at 12 cents with your portfolio 100% intact? You would have thought that I just committed a murder. You would have thought that I said, I don't know what the hell I said. You would have said that I said, well, the big conspiracy that I started with XRP. I wish all of you were here like 7 months ago to prove to everybody the XRP audience was a bunch of fudsters. And they watched all FUD over real technical analysis. I kid you not. I put out an update about kryptonic currency. And I said, I'm not kidding. I said, Brad Garlinghouse was extorted by aliens, forced to trade his XRP for kryptonic currency. And it'll go on, and that's what I said. That video got like 3,000 or 4,000 views in like 8 hours. Oh my God, it was so awesome. People are like, oh my God, how do we invest in it? And I said, send $1 to my PayPal and I'll get you on the early investors list on kryptonic currency. I kid you not, I had to send people back because I started laughing so hard. There was like 75 people that sent me PayPal $1 to get on the list for kryptonic currency because they really thought Brad Garlinghouse got extorted by fucking aliens. And they turned XRP into kryptonic currency. I could not believe that started getting traction. And then people talked about it on YouTube. That was the funnier thing. Somebody had a little thing, one of the bigger channels, about a secret currency. He didn't use the word kryptonic, but he didn't have to. He put it out like 3 hours after my video, and that's when I was first like, hey, these big guys are actually watching my stuff. Well, all you need to know about XRVOD is XRP. Secret meeting discovered. That's what he always says. That's the voice. But anyhow, we have this downtrending support. And, but that's a true story about kryptonic currency. So 10.3 is the support down here for XLM. We break this and you can see we're on a head and shoulders pattern. You never... Oh, that is so awesome, Gummy. I never even thought about that. That makes perfect sense now. Ha! You actually ran with that. That is fucking beautiful. So what we're looking for here in the weekly is when this breaks down, we're going to look to test this as resistance. It's that simple. We test it as resistance and it breaks down. But this is almost like a head and shoulders. Not almost. It's disguising itself as a head and shoulders in the smaller time frames as well. We came up to the 30 and the 4 hourly. Now, if it were to break here, that could be a design breakdown. But like I said, I really want this to come up, even though I'm not in. I would love for it to come up here. I would love for it to come to 17, because then we could pound through here and use this as a head and shoulders like that. I just don't know if it's got enough steam to exactly do this. It'll probably get cut down here, but still, that would be enough to power us through this level. And I'm not interested in a double bottom here. I don't want the market to take longer to do what it needs to do. So, right now the market's kind of finicky, but I still think that the market's looking a little short-term. Don't confuse yourself. Short-term bullish, not 4 days long worth of bullish. I'm talking for some of these until the 20-day finishes the bullish divergence in the 30-minute time frame. That's it. Because a lot of them are starting them or just, about to acknowledge the fact that they're doing this. This is a hanging W. And two things happen here, guys. One, and you can do this over and over and over. This happens one of two ways. The bullish divergence started, so it's the bullish cross. Everybody always thinks that this is a 100% guarantee that it's going up. That's not true. Because this could just as easily fail this, come down and be a head and shoulders. What you're looking for is the bounce on the 20-day, right where it's crossing, use that as support, and then further push us up. So for MATIC, as long as we break this, we can come up here and hit this 69 cents. And that would probably cap in the upside, but if we break through there, we could also come out here and start hitting this farther uptrend that we broke. I don't know if we're going to have steam, though. That's the thing. Like, are we going to have enough steam with this volume output to just say we're going to come up here? You'd have to come up here, break this, use this as support, and then come up. That's a long ways up. I personally think it'll probably break down once it gets to that downtrending resistance if it has enough life to get there. But you never know. Hey, Wig, that's not a problem. It was easy. You didn't mess anything up. The cool thing is it just flashes across the top of my screen because you decided to do it on Twitter, so it was just like I was watching the rest of the people type to me. Shiba. So Shiba in the 30-minute is pretty cool. Because now we're forming a nice downtrend. Yeah, no problem. I would rather you be in here, Wig. I just wanted you to know I didn't block you. But that's what we're doing. We're in a descending triangle right now in Shiba. And at least it's showing us right now the pattern setup. So if it were to break outside of this, we'd need a break up, retest this broken descending triangle. And then, like, literally, it's testing. You'd get a bounce here, and then you'd bounce out. Now, just because it breaks that, there's a much bigger pattern at play here. We're in a much bigger pattern. This is just a very short term. But when you look at it in the grand scale, that's what we're looking at right now. It's a broadening wedge is what it's going to turn out to be. So, and if we were to break down in this area, that's where the technical target is at 0.00000074. And I'm confident in that because we had a cup and handle, broke it. Now, even if we came back up here, which I doubt, we're going to break down, and we will be in this wedge. Excuse me. But this is a failed cup and handle, about as bad as you could ever see because it was way up there. We got a nice bounce. At first, it looked like we were going to go, and then it was Robin Hood failure. And it just continued to pour. This is one of the worst handles you can ever see. Because this is showing a lot of downward pressure. And in the weekly, we've already had the... we haven't had the cross, but we're about to have the 20 cross and the 50. And it just printed the 50 on there about 2 weeks ago. So, it's time. It's time. It's just we got to finish out the short-term pattern here on Shiba. And the very short-term pattern says we are in a bull flag. If we hold this 20-day, we should come up to about here, complete this. Now, yeah, it's going to make people think, hey, we broke this short-term descending triangle, but what's going to happen? It'll do this probably, and then just use this as a head and shoulders. Likely. Now, there's a scenario where it can do this, bounce up, and come up to about... Where's this at? because we came across here, so it would be something like this. It would finish off. I know it's weird because we have a couple patterns that we're within, but there are always these short-term hits. You have these gaps that it likes to hit before you fall further down, and it's a big way of trading, guys. If you understand the gap trading, it really does help. Hold on, I'm going to go check out my son, and then we're going to do Luna. And if you guys are new, make sure to hit that follow button. Also, if you're new to my channel, go to Twitch, go to my homepage, check out my YouTube partner page. Hit the YouTube partner page. Check out my YouTube. I do promote this one because I am on YouTube. I'm a partnered YouTuber. Join the more than 10,400 subscribers on YouTube. And on my little mentioned Twitter, I mention it a lot. I barely ever mention it on my YouTube. Join me here too if you want to see more stuff. We have 784 followers now. We're up like 150 followers this week. That's insanity. Or actually like 170. So I'll be right back. We're going to do Luna next. I appreciate everybody who's tuning in. And I want to know in the comments who's here. Say hi. And are you getting something of value out of this? Yes or no? Mama, I just changed the diaper. Okay? Huh? Wait a minute, you said it was only like 58? Oh my god. I feel like we just robbed them. I feel like we robbed them. So guys, I ordered stuff and they had a special, and it's the stuff that I always get, and they have it for $75 an ounce. So that already, I'm like, oh my god, what a great deal. And it's like 20, I want to say 23, 24% THC, but they always have too much of it. And for some reason, people don't like it, they said, and I fucking love it. Like, the buds are nice, and if you know anything about pot, it's got a nice, smooth smoke, and so, I didn't know this, but apparently I order so much stuff, because I order like an ounce or two a week, and that's not a joke. I had like 358 points that they said I had. $358 worth of points that I could use. So I got 2 ounces and $100 in gummies, and it cost me $58. But you could only, there was a $50 minimum that you had to use because obviously the driver and then the taxes, they have to do it. So I still have $158 in points, and I just bought 2 ounces and $100 in gummies. I'm in heaven. It's crazy. So that's the downtrend that you can see, the downtrending resistance. That's the farther out, you know, we can get rid of this, and we can show you this is in the 30-minute time frame at least. And the crazy thing is, I didn't even know they had fucking points. You know, they're probably like, why isn't this guy using points? Like, he's bought probably, I don't even want to speculate how much money I've spent this year on pot. Now I'm growing mine, so hopefully it'll be done soon. Well, I got until fucking soon. It ain't going to be done until the end of August or September. Sounds like Big Papa is raining blessings down at the right time. So, heck yeah, Token Jesus, absolutely. And it's definitely needed. It's definitely needed. So yeah, I always suck up the blessings. That was definitely one. So, if we break up out of this for Luna, this is your potential target out of Luna. If you break, so let's put this down here. So the potential target on Luna, if we were to break up, is 0.05. This is the only time that I'm going to talk about this in this regard, because it's actually in a spot that is almost somewhat desirable. If we break down, we come down to 4013 with all those zeros. So that's what people are talking about with Luna. There's two technical targets. I don't know if Luna's going to break up. I don't know if I would trust Luna, but obviously it's so cheap that people are going to start to put in some of their money in, and I just don't think it's worth it, to be honest. Even if you hit a miracle, that's one thing, but obviously the chances are is you're going to hit a dud. You're going to hit a dud. And even if you make money on it, most people can't cash out because they think it's going to go back up to the moon, and it's like, guys, at least get your money when you make it. Hold up. Thanks for the follow. You're 314 here on Twitch. Make sure to follow me on YouTube as well, XRP Future Millionaire, and join the other 10,400 subscribers. There's actually a link on the front of the Twitch page. I appreciate the follow. I greatly do. Since you're a new follower, what do you want me to cover, Hold Up? Got all this stuff on the list. If you see anything you want, tell me. Let me know right now, brother. Or sister. But we cover a lot here. So if you see anything that you want covered, let me know. I'm gonna grab me something to drink while I wait for this answer. But then we're gonna go into DGB as well after. We're gonna cover XDC. We've still got to cover ADA tonight. We've still got Litecoin. We've got Ethereum. We've got Algo and IOTA, Theta. We've got a lot of stuff to cover still tonight. It's gonna be. We're probably gonna run past 9 if I had to guess. We're probably gonna run past 9. Ooh. Yeah, Hold Up. Welcome in from France. Let me see if I can absolutely do it, and if I can find it, I can draw you up a beautiful. Wait a minute. BitConnect, you said. How am I gonna find this? I was just curious if there was any kind of symbol for this. Is there a... Oh, you're talking about the old fucking one, you cocksucker. They did. You're talking about the old, that's what Carl the Moon used to cover back in the day. I didn't know if they had something else that was similar, you bastard. Look at this guy coming in here. No, I'm just kidding. It's always good when somebody has a sense of humor. Hey, I like people that come in here and show some sense, you know, some humor. Hold on, my pot just got here, so I'm gonna smoke one to you, brother. That window open, they're running in. They're running in. Right back. He's like, I don't usually get that high.
You told me, didn't even know that you looked good. I was actually too.
Oh my fucking god, there's so much shit in here. Yeah, that's the one that I seen. I don't understand why this is only 75. It still looks exact. So people don't like this, and this is the best stuff they have. It's so funny. Look at it. That's not $75 bud. That is awesome. It even says, even on here, it says 125.
You're still doing your clip.
Yes, I am. All right, guys. So I'm back. Drew's out here taking some more medicine for fever, so I was just talking to her for a sec. So let's see. Let's go into Algo real quick. Algo, as we can see, has come up to the resistance already. Once we created this M-topping reversal, it looks like in the 30-minute. But I mean, it's still a bearish continuation. We can say whatever we want about these patterns. We're in a bearish continuation. We're trying to come up and retest the drop point. And honestly, 51 cents is not out of the question. It's just if we don't pass the 20-day here, the continuation pattern plays out. And we've already got a nice... And I can show you the technical target out of here. And it's a... This is a juicy technical target. If you like Algo or the ISO coins, I'm telling you, this is the juicy target. So we'll say it gets rejected right there. Let's just say it comes back up there, gets rejected. It will come to there. But let's say the 20-day rejects it. Look how close it is to this first technical target off of our busted flag earlier at 1740. This brings us really close. So that would be your breakdown target at 2104. If we use this as a bearish continuation pattern. And can't break the 20-day. Now, if we break the 20-day, we're going to have to move this up just a tiny bit. And then your technical target, because we likely won't break that. Instead of it being 21, it'd be 24 cents. That's the big difference. That's it. Now, if somehow we can break back in here and have a bullish push off of the 20-day, then your technical target could be all the way up there, which I highly doubt, because if you look, every time we come up, the volume is crashing. We have no volume. So, to me, when you have no volume, at the end of the day, you end up having to pay for your sins, as I say. You have to atone for no volume. So, can you guys hear me? Somebody said they couldn't hear me. Oh, yeah, I forgot you're from France. Hold up. Oh. No, you're good. Mass Spaghetti, you can hear me? Awesome. It's funny. He said he lost his sound, and you've got a muted sound button next to your name. Is my audience trying to dick with me today? Okay, awesome. So, okay, True got it back. I was just about to tell them to tell you to reset it. It might have crashed your audio. All right, so that's what we're seeing here. I mean, I really do see some potential here. It's just if we keep getting rejected by the 20-day, which to me, it seems like it would come back up here and test it. If you look at the 30-minute time frame, we're trying to prove that we could start a divergence here, but right now, unless we get a push up, it's just going to get stuck in this area. That's the problem. Is it worth the risk to maybe come up here? Like I tell everybody, when you start putting it all together and you start putting taxes at play, if you've never been taxed and understand that system, if you live in the USA or in a country that's ridiculous on capital gains, like the US has 35%, you don't understand. Last year I was up over $11,000 in crypto, and it cost me over $4,000 I had to pay in taxes towards my crypto alone. Almost $5,000. So these short-term trades, even though I was up 11,000 plus, I really was only up about 6 because they took back so much fucking money. That's not a joke either. It was over 40% when you break it down. So, the government's going to get theirs, and if you don't give them theirs, they're going to come after you. So, just make sure you're paying it forward to the government if you're in a country like mine in the U.S., and I'm in Michigan, so I can't be dicking around. Because they're going to, and you know what the biggest insult was? On the bottom of the return, it said, you've been hit with the 35% capital gains tax in giant red letters. Like, what the fuck? I know I've been hit with this. That's why I paid it. Did it on the tax return. It's unbelievable. JMF, that is some balls. But if you know what you're doing, I commend you. Because it is, at very least, against the Constitution for us to pay a federal tax. Because I don't ever travel outside of the state of Michigan. So why should I have to pay a federal tax? I have not left the state of Michigan since 2014 or 15 when I went to California. And my dad wants to go to Florida next year in January. So, we'll see. It sure is JMF, and if you know the right people, you can get around it. Unfortunately, at this current time, it's easier for me to do it. Although, I know it's unconstitutional, and there's a lot of bullshit that goes on. Believe me. Remember, our forefathers and sisters fought over a 1% sales tax because they said it's not about the 1%, it's the fact that once they tax us, the government will never stop. Now we're looking at what? Anywhere from 12 to 18 to 45. But that's the thing, though. The rich don't pay taxes. So when they say, oh, the people who are making $1 million or $500,000 a year or more are paying all this in taxes, well, the smart ones in that class aren't even paying a single dollar at all, period. Because when they make money, they buy real estate, or they buy investment properties, or they buy something that intrinsically will gain them value, but they can write off on their taxes, so it makes it look like they're not making anything. That's why when you hear Robert Kiyosaki or some people say the rich don't pay taxes, it's the middle class who bears the brunt. The middle class doesn't understand how to write things off and understand how to spend their income into an asset that gains money. Like gold and silver, as much as I love it, I can't write it off like real estate on my taxes. And if I tried to and said that that was an asset, the government at some point would come after it. So even when I try to buy a house or whatever, which I'm in the process of right now, buying my dream house that we started living in, but we've just been paying monthly until we buy it. We had a rent-to-buy contract. And the problem is I haven't had my new job on YouTube for 2 years, so they try to make it difficult. So I'm just trying to make, in my trading, this is my big grand thing. By the end of July, I'm trying to have such a substantial build-up that I make plenty of money to live in my house, to buy it, but I didn't want to have to use Julie's credit because she had to fix a few things from when she was married years and years ago. But it doesn't matter. She's fixed it enough to where I'll probably be able to use it by the end of July. Didn't used to pay taxes on investment returns, only paid on first earnings. They have been overreaching for generations. Yeah, you damn right, Storm. You are so right. Yeah, JMF. Absolutely. I would love you to introduce me to the right people. 100%. Yeah, no, the thing is, even if XLM goes down, they're still going to maintain their value. All of mine, and since you brought up Indus, I'll bring you guys an update real quick. So, on mine right now, you guys have seen me been building. Now it's at $7,000. You've seen it a couple weeks ago. It was at $5,200. But ones that have started to go up a little bit, Indus Swiss has been trading between 2 and 3. And, I bought it at, 6 zeros and a 1. So I'm up over 100, almost 200% on that one. And some of these other ones, Gold Notes coming up a little bit. It's not quite up to 2, but it came online now. And then it's gone up a little bit. But there's some sovereign gold bonds. This isn't online yet, and I keep telling everybody, get into my lobster group, understand what's going on here. And it's not even my lobster group. I'm like a admin that kind of passes people on so that they can educate. Get into the academy. The market cap's 822,000 in here. 21,000 holders. And I've got, what is this, 920 billion of these suckers. So when it comes online, you know. Hey, Kenny, what's up? Get some CTGX. What the hell is CTGX? That must be the new find. Let me get off of Lobster so that I can turn the screen back around. Lobster, for some reason, there's a few of them that make you look at it in the other screen. And we had Intrinsic Allure following follower number 315. I really appreciate that. Ah, it's Token Jesus. What did Token Jesus said available? 420 on SGB since. Oh, nice. Yep. Hey, Kenny, what's going on? One of the oldest, the old OGs in here, following from the very beginning. I don't mean old in age. I mean old in time following. He's what you would consider an old man in the terms of following Tom. An XRP future millionaire. He followed, but nobody else would. That's a true statement. So, that's what we're looking at, guys. That's what we're looking at for algo. So we're coming up to the end of this little pattern. We're going to decide right now if we're going to use this 20-day and use it as support and come through here and actually make a run up here to 52. Or if we're going to continue our first trek down to that 24-cent area, which we would have to stop at about 34 cents and prove whether or not we double bottom here and continue up, or if we could push through it. So there's a lot of things going on. We're going to hit IOTA here freshly at 9 o'clock. I got to check my son because he just walked out here. I appreciate you guys working with me as I do this. And I know we're going past 9 o'clock for the second day in a row, but who gives a shit? I'm having fun, you're having fun, and we're learning a lot of stuff. So that's the technical target if we bounce off the 20-day here. Good boy. Well, guys, you want these, buddy? You want these? Woo! So many to walk, so little time. And then we'll probably walk soon. Okay, guys. I apologize. I changed my son's diaper real quick. Look at me. I'm like Flash. I can't believe that 42 of you guys stay in here. Wow, and I come back to True sending 100 bits. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, good Lewis indeed. Yeah, and Kenny, not only is he still subscribed on your YouTube, you know what you should do, Kenny? Have you ever thought about coming back on YouTube and doing a lobster one? See if you can get some people to come, like, do an episode on lobster of, like, the secret assets. Or not everything we talk about, but, like, showing people that there is a real underground world there. I've had a lot of interest on people telling me I should do updates on lobster. And I'll work it in a little bit, but I think you could bring a unique angle in with the way you do things. Have you thought about that, Kenny? Giving, like, an episode 4 or 5 a shot and start on, like, an angle of lobster and the secret underground world of assets that are coming online. But if you look at this, guys, this would fill out the M-topping reversal. And it would give us plenty of room here for IOTA to break down, actually. You'd get this W. It's like this weird W push-up with no volume. Kenny must have liked what I said with the 11 bits. He said, Tom, that's a genius idea. I'd get millions of views. And I said you probably would. So now that we have the evidence, guys, we don't have to guess. It's great. I love when it starts to fill out. Look at that. Look how beautiful that comes together. If you just let the pattern work for it. Now the pattern's giving us the evidence. That's the evidence right now with IOTA. Yes, we're in a bear pennant, and we got to see if we're going to break out, but we're running out of time here. These patterns are running out of time, and conveniently, we're getting closer to Sunday. Yeah, that's true, Kenny. That's true. Don't worry, I'll do one. I'll do one on the underground assets one day. I'm not going to teach about a lot of the tricks we've learned, but I'll definitely shed the light on the fact that that there are assets that are real. There's asset categories. Because I get a lot of interest from people, but it's going to have to be in my own way. That's for sure. So that's IOTA. In the immediate short term with IOTA, we got the 20-day. We're trying to have a 20 across the 50. If we can hold the 20-day here on this hanging W, it will give us enough room to come up here to about 35.7. There's a stopping point that possibly could be happening at 35.76, but I think you'd probably get up here, which is a whole tenth of a penny higher. But if you're filling out this pattern, obviously the top end potential here on this ascending triangle that we formed here since May 12th is you're looking at about 37.8, and this should finish by May 22nd at the latest, which is on Sunday, which works out perfect for our patterns that we're talking about. We got to go through this now. So we got Theta. Theta's on a bullish cross here in the 30-minute. We've bounced off the 20-day, got the W like we talked about in IOTA. Now it looks like we're destined to 134 or 142. We're on a descending pattern, though. So even in the immediate short term, we're falling off a little bit. So we have somewhat of a descending triangle that's formed out of here. Or you could just say a falling channel started. And we're going to see how far down it pulls us, but that's the falling channel. So we're bouncing around. We'll see if we can break out of that. If we break out of the short-term falling channel, we're probably going to come up to this wick up here at some point, but we could stop here at this inversion. So we're just going to have to watch it very closely. Right now, though, we're fighting with the bullish cross. It looks like we've succeeded. And as long as we don't pull down here and create some kind of weird M, we should pull up here and finish this off at about $1.35 minimum. So it looks like there's about 6 cents there of room. What else did I want to look at real quick? Doge started a bullish cross. So the main thing that we're getting right now is we're having 20 crossing the 50s in a lot of this crypto. So that's the start of a bullish divergence. So even with Doge, it looks like we're going to want to come up here to about 8, 9. And the possibility is we could have a break out of this bull flag. And if we break in the right way right here, we could come all the way up here to 9.6 or even at the drop point retest of 10 cents. So that's what we're looking at with Doge. And if we do break up, and yes, we're going more fast-paced now because we were talking more, but now we have to knock this shit out. So that would be the technical target if we moved all the way up. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but that is definitely within the possibilities if we break up. And it's actually what we need to do. We need a drop point retest on all of these. A drop point retest off these bull flags would be just what the doctor ordered. And it's not going to make me buy it because I don't give a shit how high it goes. I've got other things I'm worrying about. And my assets are gaining more than 22% on a daily basis. But I need this to happen so these prices can come down farther. You can see what's happening here. We're becoming overextended. We don't have enough sellers here. And it's likely going to make a little weak push up. I don't think it's going to get that high. I think it would likely cap on the upside if we actually get out of here right here somewhere. But the technical target's up there if we can break out of here. How hard do you think it's going to be to break out of here instead of breaking down? We could very easily break down, and the technical target would actually be a beautiful, all-enticing double bottom down at 6.9. So that's what I'm saying. We better start doing this before it gets closer to Sunday. Otherwise, we're going to be meeting our maker at a double bottom here. So it's either going to 10.772 or you're having a breakdown of 6.902. The longer it takes to do this, the more likely we are to break down. If we can do it before the futures closes on Friday night, we have a better chance of breaking up first. But the closer we get to Sunday, the less of a chance we're going to break up and we'll likely break down. The faster we can pull some volume, it would indicate that this is coming down for a slow bull flag and then pops up. Simply uses that, comes down. That's what it looks like it wants to do. But until it actually breaks out, it still can do that and bounce down. So, like I said with those, it's the same thing across the market. We're on mini bull flags. They can break up and they can also break down. Right now, I give it a 35% chance to break up to the ultimate target, a 65% chance to at least break out to the session high, which in this case is 9.7. So I think we're going up in 65% chance. But 100% chance we're going down after. 100% chance we're going down farther than 6.9. When this is all said and done, 100% chance. There's a 0% chance we bottomed out. That's the main thing everybody understands. That you need to understand. There is a 0% chance that we have bottomed out. Zero. He said 6.9. Oh, yeah. You know what you reminded me of? You reminded me of, hey, Pizza Broth, thanks for the one community gift sub. Jen gets the gift sub. She's going to be very happy. A long time, I believe, on not only Twitch, but that name is familiar for YouTube as well, unless it's a different Jen. That's a total of 4 gift subs you've given out to the channel. What a generous son of a bitch you are, Pizza Broth. What would you like me to cover? Kenny, I think you just missed when we talked about Luna. So Luna has a chance if this breaks up. And right now it's holding support. And the technical target on a breakdown is at 4013. But on a break up, the technical target's way up there. So Luna's target is 005 if it breaks up. If it breaks down at 0.00004013. Right now we're hugging the resistance. And we're in a squeeze area, which is interesting that we're holding it. Because it does suggest that we could possibly pull up. The problem is we're on the bottom side of the 20-day. And if the broader market pulls down, it's a big problem. But right now we're in a massive bull flag with not a lot of sell volume. So this indicates to me that we probably could go up another layer. And yeah, it could be a massive, massive inspiring gain if it breaks up. That's a 3,381% gain. Well, you know, will it break up? Are we going to break up? Can you get paid? Are you going to get your money out of it if you buy Luna? Is the exchange going to be ethical? That's all questions that I can't answer because I was in a Luna trade. And yeah, I managed to get my 117%. But I was up over 122%. And originally it was only giving me like 5% of the value. And I had to wait for Luna to start crashing. Ooh, that's a good idea, Kenny. It's just be careful. Right now, don't buy it. Wait for it to get on top of here because I measured out the technical target. Breaking out of here and hitting the top of that as support. So the technical target isn't until we actually break that on a slanting way. So if you're buying Luna, make sure you buy it at the proper time. Right now, it would be a death trap. Even if it breaks up, we're within 2 resistance walls right here. The 20-day and the downtrending resistance in the short-term channel on the bull flag. So that's what you'd be looking at on a breakup. And yes, on a breakup, the technical target first on XRP is about 44.1 on the small bull flag. But in the longer bull flag that it's on, the technical target is 52 cents. But first, it's got to break 44.1 and hold. And I can tell you that by memory. Try not to wig out of it. Hey, I like that. Please do a live stream, a live lobster stream. You guys want me to do a live lobster stream? Interesting. I could do hours on lobster. I could do hours. Kenny, if you did a live stream, I would join you. Or I would have you on or something. We need to do something. Because I could talk to you through Telegram and pull you right up on here. You know, on one of these lives. You should join me. But we could do it. I think we should probably do it through here, though. Yeah, no, I'm not Wig. I'm not doing anything about lobster live yet. I'm waiting until the moment seems right for me. Soon, Kenny, soon. I don't want to do it yet because I don't want to get the word out and have the wrong people see what I'm doing. That's my problem. There's a lot of people that are going to be like disinformation agents, and it's going to bring a whole new crowd to my audience when I've slapped everybody silly and got us all on the right page now over the last 15 months. So now if I open it up to lobster, now we've got a whole bunch of personalities we're going to get in here, and we're going to have to accept that. If I do go that route, but that's going to be a community decision. I'm not just going to open it up that way. And the only person in here who understands what I'm saying when it comes to that regard is probably Kenny. Because he tried to do YouTube and he's seen just the hate that he got from the couple hundred viewers. And he was doing good. Like, Kenny was almost up to 100 followers in like 3 episodes. So people were following his page, but then he started to get that backlash. And it takes a certain kind of person to deal with this shit all the time. And I think I deal with it just so beautiful now. Because I don't let it bother me at all. You wouldn't even know that anybody bothers me now. So, guys, we're coming to the end of this show. Obviously, we're 15 minutes past. I know some people left because we're past by 15 minutes. But I think it's been a fantastic audience. We've had over a 40 average. We're sticking at 39 now, even though we're well into this. Ooh, JMF, you sent me an email. I can't check it now because I don't want everybody to see what you sent unless you give me the authority. Actually, I could look at it on my phone. I gotta find my phone. But does anybody, I have a Dave from Stellar in my Discord, so we'll talk about it. Oh, you have a Dev from Stellar. Oh! Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we need to talk. If it wasn't for all the crap going in my house, Wig, we would have already had that call. It's just when Julie tested positive. Yeah, Kenny, so Julie tested positive for the blah, blah, blah. And, nah, I know Pizza Breath, but as I said, I do this out of the goodness of my heart. So some nights we don't get a lot of donations. It's all good. We had True send 100, Kenny send 11, Summer sent 300, Taz sent 135, and you donated a community sub. So it's not like we didn't get any support. I'm very easy to, I'm very easy to please. I appreciate that, Pizza Breath. Yeah, no, it's not, you guys didn't only catch a lucky break with me. You know what the problem is? Or what the beauty of this is I caught a lucky break with my audience, the people that stayed. Yep, no, that's what I said, Kenny, because I've been, for the last 4 days, I have not been feeling well either, but I refuse to take those tests. I refuse. And it's, to me, as a normal sickness. Like, I refuse to, I've never been tested. I'm the only person I know that's never done it. Holy shit, CW. Well, Pizza Breath, does that make you happy? Has it been a nice stream now? Holy shit balls. Man, Pizza Breath, you came out and the floodgates started. Look at that. 5,000 for CW, 5,000, and 500 from Storm. Holy shit balls. 5,500 bits in the last 10 seconds. Now that'll make a guy happy. And like my son, you guys remember, he was sick on, what was it, Saturday. He threw up twice, had 104.3 temperature, and then I think it was up to 104.3. We called the hospital, gave him some some stuff for the fever. It came down. Next day, his fever broke. It hasn't thrown up since, but he never even had to go to the doctor for it. We didn't test him for COVID. I'm so vehemently against all. What the hell was that? 5,000 bits from Pizza Breath now? Holy shit. Wow, you guys just lit it up. And we have a hype train going. Hell, if anybody has not ever donated bits and wants to donate or join Tom's or the T fam right now, continue this hype train. What a hype train. I'm gonna go check on Julie and tell her I've made it, Julie. Now I'm gonna go brag to Julie about my support, but we got a couple more to cover still because I'm thinking about it. We still have to cover DGB, VeChain, and Zill and H-Bar. Like, these ones are also near and dear to my heart. So if you guys want to stick around, because I am gonna smoke a joint with you guys after that donation from the few of you just now. That's crazy shit. Ooh, that's a good idea. I didn't even think about that. Yep, Julie. Guys, if you bear with me for about a minute or two, we can cover this for another 10 to 15 minutes. My son's falling asleep, so I'm just going to help him out real quick. So if you guys are still here when I get back, I know there's 36 of you left. I will bless you with DGB, VeChain, Zill, and H-Bar. Okay, guys, I'm back. Wow, 39 people still here. I appreciate it. My son is shaking his head, trying to fall asleep now. Wig Bus, thanks for the 10 bits. And Sync Laundry, thanks for the bit. Sync Laundry for the 24 and 9 and 6. What a hype train. I appreciate it. I do, and I love seeing the T-Fam and the Tom's Army emote that they finally approved. So, as you can see with, here, let me get this. That's just the arrow that I was using to, so everybody could see. But I don't want anybody to be confused and think that's something with the pattern. So, first things first. The 20-day. We do have a bullish cross of the 20 crossing the 50 and the 100. Wow, Gummy, thanks for the 100 bits. You guys have been lighting it up. Pizza Breath really must have lit a nerve under my audience when he said that there wasn't enough donations tonight. I thought we were doing just fine, because just one donation makes me happy. And we had somebody, or Pizza Breath, donated a gift subscription, so I was feeling good. Now I'm feeling great. Look what happens. I stay on 23 minutes longer and we get a freaking barrage. Sorry guys, I'm lighting this joint and then we're gonna get into this hot and heavy again. And I like it. I like to shoot in the breeze with you guys. Wow, Storm, 500 bits. Holy shit balls, is this turning into something epic. Like that, the hype train, we've gotten 5,000, 500, 5,000. So CW with 5,000 when the hype train started. Storm with 500. Pizza Breath with 5,000. Sink Laundry with 6, 9, 1, 24. Wig Buster with 500 and 10. Gummy with 100. Storm Patrol with 500. Holy smokes, is that a crazy thing? That's a crazy hype train. I appreciate it, guys. Steak for dinner. I might have to go to the Clausen Steakhouse. Right down the... It's like literally 3/4 of a mile away from me. It's a very famous steakhouse. I've never been to it, even though I've lived here for a year. But that's because Julie isn't really able to dine in yet. So maybe when she's able and moving around better, after her fourth surgery and ankle replacement, maybe we will have a night out. That's where we want to go. That's where I'm going to take her, too. So, I mean, look at that. We have a double bottom here on V-Chain in the short term. I don't think it's going to play out that far. I think we're looking at more like it's going to be a pattern that never plays out because I think it's going to break. But that's a technical bottom there that we've formed. Now, what you can look at in the immediate short term as well is we've got an uptrend that correlates very nicely with this. And man, is it fun when you start looking at these and breaking them down. And, you know, we don't cover V-Chain a lot. But that's the uptrend we're on. And it's going to come into an area where it's going to run into this pattern and we're going to hit this resistance likely. And it's going to be the moment of choice. Do we break this resistance and go up? Or is this where the pattern meets its maker right here? If we can break that and in the 4-hour time frame show some resilience right here, resiliency I should say, use this as a bullish engulfing candle, bounce off the 20-day and get a little bit of volume, which we have zero fucking volume, which is a scary thing right now. We literally have no volume. Look at that volume with almost half this candle gone now. There's no volume. There's absolutely no volume. XDC, XLM, XRP, the 3 X's. You know your shit. If you're new and not just somebody who made a new name in here, you better follow me on YouTube and my 10,400 subscribers. I'm the XRP Future Millionaire. Get there. There's a link on my Twitch homepage. So, that's the pattern we're looking at. Hola! That's the pattern we're looking at. So, the problem is we're on a bearish continuation pattern. I know we've talked about it, but what I want you guys to get out of this 30-minute time frame, we're doing a bullish divergence in the majority of the market. The weekly, we're doing a bearish divergence. So the longer time frame will play out over the shorter one. But also, we have this bearish, man, we just have a bearish field of the market. There's bearish momentum, but we have a bearish continuation pattern. And the targeted move, when we finally break down out of this, and it can be here, it can be up here, hell, it could even be up here. But if we break down from up here, I mean, you're talking some significant damages to be done here with V-Chain. Yeah, that's why I was saying I assume you're already on YouTube. I appreciate that, though, XDC, the 3 X's. So, USD could face the same. Yes, USDT could absolutely face the same thing as Luna has been, and that's what I am. That's what I'm looking at to break next. That's going to be one to break soon. It's going to do the same thing as Tether. DGB Superfood Man. Okay, I know exactly who you are. You've been around for a while. The market becomes bullish when I... No. The market becomes bullish after we tighten up enough and we do this quantitative tightening and we start to produce more money into the market. We're not going to be bullish for a long time. But yeah, assuming... Let me get past DGB and we'll go back to XRP since that's what you're talking about. And then I got to go because it's already 9:30 almost. But right now, DGB's got a bullish bounce off the 20-day. To fill this pattern out, you could see a pull up on this cup and handle up to 1620. Once we break down out of this, and even if it's up here, we'll have these fake J hooks. And if we get lucky, if we got real lucky, we could come way up here. But do you guys really see the market going for a 100% move up? It's possible, but we got a lot of barriers to break down. So in the immediate short term, that's what you're looking at for DGB. You're looking to maintain that uptrend. It's something like... Whoops. Something like that right there. This pulled off. I don't know why. So that's what you're... No. Just like that is what you're looking at. So, like I said, these are bearish continuation patterns. Unless they were to break out, break over this cup and handle, the first one at 1684, and make a new part of this pattern and break through here. So that's going to be very tough for DGB. As much as I love DGB, I just don't see it happening. Zill is in the exact same style. We broke down. This is the downtrending support that if we just pull it out, you can see how it's playing. And now we've created one of these inside-out formations that I always talk about. So do we come back up or do we get rejected right now? That's what we're asking ourselves. Or can we come up, retest this drop point? That's the downtrending support, or the uptrending support that would now be used as resistance for the first time. And that's not uncommon. It happens a lot. So that's what we're looking at for Zill. But we have a bullish engulfing candle, which leads me to believe that we, in the immediate short term, are going to have a fake out to the upside. So if you're getting anything out of this, a fake out to the upside is likely what's going to occur. The whole market's speaking this. Even H-bar on the 20-day is bouncing off of it. First move we would have to make now is to break 10.8. And if we break 10.8, there's no reason why after all of this that we can't come up and touch here at 12.6 and try to figure it out from there. So in the morning, we're going to have more to talk about. But as of right now, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm feeling. My voice is gone. Like, not gone physically, but I'm done. You know, that's all I got in me. It's been a great class, an hour and a half. I'm glad that there's still 35 people, even though I keep saying I'm leaving. On XRP, to become bullish, right now we're on a bearish continuation. But to become bullish, it's this simple. You got to get on top of here. First, you would have to break on top of 52 cents. But to become bullish, XRP's got to get back on top of 87 cents, where we had this drop point, and make a run up to this $1.28 and ultimately get topside at $1.41. Then you would become more bullish. Until then, we're very bearish. And especially if we can't get over 52 cents, we're extremely bearish. XRP Future Millionaire. I'll see you guys back tomorrow, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily. It's been a pleasure, guys. I really appreciate it. It's been an honor. It's been an honor. Like, I can't even tell you guys how awesome this has been, like always. So, we very easily could break 43 now and break up to that technical target. The short-term one of 44.129, I believe. And then up to 52 cents. I'll release this to YouTube right when it downloads. Stay blessed, everybody. You guys are awesome. Honestly. Peace out, Arizona Marine. XDC, XLM, XRP. Gracias. Token Jesus, have a good night. Wigbusta. CW, quick question. Have a good one, brother. Have a good one, CW. Everybody, seriously. Pizza Broth, Gummy, Storm, Sink, Wig, Token Jesus, Arizona Marine. Who else can I remember off of memory that was in here? Have a blessed one. Superfood Moon. I remember that was your name. Who else? Kenny was in here. Jam F. Tracy, Storm Patrol, Sink Laundry. Let's see who else. I think I got pretty much everyone. Inglewood. I agree, Englewood. It does. It just flows naturally. That's because I'm speaking from what I know. Nathan. Nathan to Michigan? Michigan. My home state. Stay blessed, everybody. Man, do I love each and every one of you. I can't even describe it.